Hey guys, Shane Worthner from Athletistry PT here. I'm back again for another episode of Exercise of the Day. Hope you guys are excited. It's Sunday evening here in Australia. Today, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is squats. Now, I know a lot of people do squats, but not everyone does them right. There's often little tweaks that we need to work on to get them to a good place. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about some regressions, some progressions. Obviously, I don't have the equipment here to do barbell squats. I'll leave that one for another day. But mostly today we're going to do body weight squats, and I'll show with a little bit of dumbbell work as well how that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the basic startup position for if you guys are going to do a squat that has no support. Yes, you already are pretty good with a squat, but you're not quite sure exactly the footing position, exactly how your body is supposed to be standing. So usually what I would do for a setup, it's a little bit different for men and women. Men, you want your feet to be just about the same width as your hips. Women, depending on whether you've had children or not, you could go at that same width. Or what you can do, if you've had children, what happens is the angle of the femur coming out of the hips actually changes. And so what you want to do is just turn your heels out and then turn your toes out. And just go a little bit wider. There's a lot of controversy about whether you should turn your toes out when you're doing a squat or not. I like to have a little bit of an external rotation in the feet, which means that the toes are turning out, just to make sure that the knees also go out over the toes as well. So what you're going to do is stand up nice and tall, chest proud, chin tightly, slightly tucked so that you've got a nice straight back. You're going to put your hands behind your head or out in front of you like this. I'm going to do it behind the head. It's called a prisoner squat. And what you're going to do is push your hips back, sitting back, until you come to just below 90 degrees of the hips, and you're going to come up. Now when you get to the top, I'm sure you saw that little pop at the top, right? So when you get to the top, you want to fully lock out the glutes. So as you come down, and then you come up and pop the hips. So coming down, and up and pop the hips. Now when you come down, what do you want to happen? You don't want to have the back come too far down. So when we squat, when we have this kind of motion, it's not going to get the right effect, right? So you want to have the back and the shins at a parallel line. If you can see your body from the side, the back and the shins want to be at a parallel line to one another. If you were to just draw those lines going off together, they'd be at the same line, right? You also want to make sure that your abs are fully engaged, so really squeezing your abs. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhaling as you come back up. Yeah, making sure that those knees are going out again so that we don't get this kind of positioning. Heels are staying firmly planted on the ground, so we've got a nice pressure through our big toe, our pinky toe, and our heels. We're coming all the way down, pushing up to the heel. Now, there are a couple of regressions we can look at for people who aren't quite comfortable doing it without body weight yet. What you want to do is come over to a bench. I've got this bench here. It's not perfect for this, but it will give you an example. Essentially what you're going to do, same positioning, but you're just going to sit back towards the bench until you can touch that bench, not sitting onto it, just letting it touch, and then standing up again. Sitting back towards the bench, and then standing up. If you have a Swiss ball or a fit ball, you can put the ball behind your back and put that against a wall, and then use that for support as well, until you're ready to do more difficult squats. And if doing it with body weight is a little bit easy, you can either increase your repetitions or you can grab some dumbbells. So there's a couple options with a dumbbell. You can either hold it up at your chest, you can hold it down, or if you want to get really crazy, up above the head. Yeah. Once you start to get very comfortable with that, obviously the next progression will be doing it in a gym where you have a barbell that you can either put on the front of your chest or on your back to really weight things up. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat, comments below, and I will see you all soon.